Okay, Laura, Basement of the Dead Special July Edition. What did you think?
Loved it. I love Basement of the Dead. That's one of my favorites. It's great. I mean, every time I go there, there's more, and it just seems to be better and better every single time, which is hard to believe because it's so good the time before that it's hard to believe that they could do something even better. But I have to say, they're great on scares. They got the actors great. I mean, there's actors everywhere. So everywhere you go, there's someone like popping out. And then there's, as Mike mentioned, there's that room with it spins. I've never really seen anything like that. It was very unique with mannequins, and there's actual actors like dolls. Very, very well done. Great. And then there's another room that's like with pews and like a church. Actors were great in there. Excellent scene. I mean, the set was great. So, and a lot of animatronics in there, which are very well placed, and they're very realistic looking and very effective. So, and once again, this is one of my favorites. I can't wait till Halloween season. This is like a special treat, being able to go to see a haunt, a fantastic haunt in the month of July. 5 chainsaws, as always. And I love Shattered too. So I'm putting them in together. I'm just giving the whole thing a 5. Highly recommended. That's a haunt not to be missed. And so far with our July haunts, I know it's our second one. We're 2 for 2. 2 fantastic haunts.
All right, Michael, special July edition of the very first haunt you ever went to, Basement of the Dead. What'd you think on your return?
It's excellent as it was last year. The actors are scary without being aggressive. It's a good length.
Did you have a favorite room?
Let me think. There's a spinning floor with like mannequins. That's really scary and well done. That was my favorite room.
And what about Shattered, the 3D experience?
Not as good as Basement of the Dead, but they go together very well. They're both excellent.
All right. Chainsaws?
The first one is 5 for Basement of the Dead, and I say 4.5 for Shattered.
All right.
Both will be highly recommended when the haunt season gets here.
Excellent. Yeah, I have to agree. Basement of the Dead, no matter when we go, we've been there in February, we've been there in July, and obviously we've been there in October. It's always good, and it's always different. It's different again this time, but the quality is still the same. So there's some changes in the front. I'm not going to give anything away, really. Some changes in the front. Some of our favorite scenes are still there, but they're at the next level now. It's great. Fantastic. 2 things to say about it in general. One is it's one of those haunts that's not very long, but you think it is. And I think that's brilliant because it's less than 15 minutes long, and yet it seems like it's longer than that. And that's really great. The other thing is the actors. Not only do they have great costumes and great makeup, the thing about the actors is they're just weird, but weird in an enjoyable way. They're not in your face, screaming at you, yelling at you, telling you to get out or anything like that. They do get in your face, but in that sort of bizarre, like they look at you in a quizzical way, like you're invading their world type of thing. And they grunt and they make all sorts of odd noises, which I think is really fantastic. You know, it's actually better sometimes than verbal acting performances, some of the weird things that they do. And there are actors of all shapes and sizes in there, a lot of twists and turns. Nice thing that they did in the Valentine blackout haunt this year that they sort of continued was in a dark area where there are people with lights, and they don't come out at you, they're behind walls and things, and they flash a flashlight really quick so that you see them just fleetingly, and you can kind of get an idea of where they're at, and you know they're all around you and things like that. Great haunt, very enjoyable atmosphere. We love it. We can't wait to see it in October, and definitely 5 chainsaws for me. And if I had to give out Hall of Fame stuff for 2015 already, this one's in the running without a doubt. So
And I agree.
Definitely.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Great stuff.